Hey everybody, welcome to episode 13 of Cool Chords. This week we're going to be taking a look at an awesome Tame Impala song entitled Solitude is Bliss. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so this progression is based around the key of D. It starts in D major, and then it also uses some chords from the minor modes as well, which creates this really interesting contrast between the different chords. So we're starting out with just our, textbook D major bar chord, which I'm sure you all know. And the strumming pattern for this, you go down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. So, okay. And then that would be our one chord, right? D major, so one chord. And then you slide down a whole step to C, and you just do a downstroke on the C chord. So we have. So this would be the one chord, and then you would call this the flat 7 chord, right? Flat 7 major. So these first two chords, it's like a D mixolydian sound because mixolydian is the major with the flatted 7th, right? Our flat 7 chord would be major. So this is like a mixolydian progression. Now these next couple chords are what really give it that interesting color. So we're doing a B flat major 7 chord with the 5th in the bass. So B flat major 7 over F. So the way we get this chord is we start on our 5th string, 8th fret, pointer finger, bar it, so you're getting 8 on the 5th string and the 4th string, and then your ring finger is going to bar across 10 on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. So really colorful chord. So if we're looking at this, right, B flat major 7 against D, right, in terms of looking at it in relation to the key of D, B flat major 7 is our flat 6 major chord, right? So when we're seeing something like that, that is from the natural minor scale because flat 6 happens in the natural minor, right? D natural minor would be D, E, F, G, A, B flat, right, is the flat 6. So this chord is coming from the natural minor mode, or if you want to call it Aeolian, that's fine. And then, so this one is interesting because we actually slide it. So you go down, up, down, up, down. Just for that chord. Down, up, down, up, down. And then you actually slide it up 2 frets. Now, when we get to this chord, this is really, at least to me, this is the chord that really sticks out and gives it the most colorful contrast. So what's happening here, if we had B flat major 7 over F, and we slide it up 2 frets, now it turns into C major 7 over G. So now the main difference between this chord and this chord is that this chord is not coming out of the natural minor scale anymore. This is actually from the Dorian scale because, like I was saying before, the natural minor has a flatted 6, right? Dorian has a natural 6. So the main difference would be D minor is D natural minor would be D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, D. Dorian would be D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and D. And this chord has a B natural, which is occurring on the 2nd string. So that's the note that's really giving it that color, right? So what he's doing is he's using a chord from the natural minor scale and then a chord from the Dorian scale. And the only thing that's changing between those chords is that one note, that B flat switching to the B natural. But that one note change really gives it an interesting sound. So we have. And after we do the slide, you do down, up, down. Okay, so from the B flat major 7 over F. Down, up, down, slide, down, up, down. And then you go back to your first chord, the D bar chord, with just a downstroke. So then we're back to the one chord. So if we analyzed it Roman numeral wise, we have the one chord, flat 7, right? And then the flat 6, up to the flatted 7th again, but this time the flat 7 chord is going to have the major 7 as well, right? And technically, I know I said that this chord is coming out of Dorian. Technically, it can also be Mixolydian if you want to think of it like that as well, because there's actually no F or F sharp in the chord, so it's not really clearly defining if it's going against a minor or a major tonality in terms of the key of D. But either way, it's, you know, it functions the same. So, you know, the big takeaway I would say from this is, let's say we're in the key of D, right? If you go to B flat major 7, right, that has more of a darker kind of sound, right? That's the natural minor sound. But if we go from D to C major 7, right, not as dark, a little bit more colorful, kind of catches my ear more. So, you know, if you're writing a song and you want to try to experiment with some of these chord movements, you can start on the 1 chord and do a major, and then do the flat 7 chord and do a major 7. Okay? So the whole progression. All right, so that is it for this week. A lot of cool things going on in here between the major tonality, and then you're borrowing chords from the natural minor, and then the Dorian or Mixolydian, whatever you prefer to visualize it as. But, you know, just a couple of chords, but a lot of stuff going on just within these few chords. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I will see you at the next video. Thanks for watching.